aspects of this film do you think appeal to the die-hard MMA fans out there?
I would hope the accuracy of it. I mean, we had those guys around through all of the filming of the fighting just to try to get it right. Gavin O'Connor, the director of the film, he really took great care to, have those guys around because he wanted to do it right. He wants that world of fighters to respond to it. And also, I would think, that seeing the inside of these guys' lives, it's not just about the fighting, but it's about some of the emotional stuff that goes on and is involved when you make a decision to fight like this. So, hopefully it's a little bit of, them enjoying seeing the fight sequences, and hopefully they're done right, and then also them seeing their lives explored in an interesting and sort of vulnerable way.
The way that it touched me and just it was so emotionally involving, I just loved it. Have you talked to a lot of women out there? What do you think the women's reactions are so far?
I mean, the women who've seen it are saying exactly what you're saying, and they've done all these test screenings and all this stuff, and it's through the roof with women. I mean, Gavin literally said to me, he goes, "Who knew I made a chick flick?" I mean, literally, he was like, "I had no idea," and he really did. I mean, I think when you see a story that is about family and it's about fighting to keep family together and to mend those damaged relationships, it's hard as a woman to avoid falling for that, or at least having empathy for that. But also, I think it's women and men falling for it. I mean, every guy who sat in your chair is saying that they were bawling through the movie. It's like women are like so surprised that they were fired up about it, and men are like, I was crying through the whole thing. So, it's just one of those universal stories. I think, we all relate to having obstacles between us and the people that we love, and it's different in every circumstance, but I think people are really relating to that story.
Yeah, it took me 10 minutes to regroup after. I'm like, all my peers around, I need to sit here, I need a moment. The most challenging thing for you to make this film, for you with these hunky men?
I know, just watching all these handsome guys strutting around shirtless all day, I was like, oh, okay, it's a rough life. The thing is, like, I guess every role is challenging in its own way in terms of like wanting to put in the amount of work and wanting to do it right, and the pressure that I put on myself to make sure that I do everything I can possibly do to do the best I can do in that role. But I wouldn't call this job challenging. I mean, I felt like working with Gavin was a dream. I mean, he's a director that I've always wanted to work with, and the fact that he was interested in me for this was just so exciting. And the way he works with so much detail about the background of the characters and their past, and building this true like full life for them, and having the time to do that before we're ever on set, so that when you're on set there's the luxury of just letting go and existing as an actor and really listening to each other and responding to each other and interacting, and that just very rarely happens. And to have someone establish an environment like that where you feel so safe and so supported and feel like you really have room to be what you want to be in that character, is kind of a luxury. I mean, I can't really say that there was anything tough about it.